Hello everybody, welcome to UPSC Plan by Dr. Kumar Ved. You can find the Telegram channel name as UPSC Plan DKV. So whatever PDFs or materials that we discuss here, you can find it in the Telegram channel. So what is this channel is all about? Here we discuss specific plans to crack prelims, mains and also interview. As our immediate target, we will specifically dealing with how to crack prelims CSE 2026. So first things first, the content in this channel will be on point. Why? We don't want our learners to spend much time on social media. And preparing a plan is not our agenda. Why? Look, why most of the candidates fail? It is not just due to lack of hard work or due to lack of smart work or due to competition. No, these are some of the factors. But the main important feature is inconsistency and indiscipline of an aspirant is leading to the failure of this exam. So our plan includes a roadmap to overcome these challenges. And this is an exam where you need to allocate minimum 4 months for prelims to revise every individual subjects at least 5 revisions, including CSAT. There is no doubt about it. Now, we will follow 147 rule. What do you mean by this 147 rule? Suppose on day 1 we have read something, again we will revise it on day 4, and again we will revise it on day 7. So in a given week, you will be done with 3 revisions of whatever you read. So this can help you to memorize things, to remember things mostly. Now, let us look at a plan of action. What is our aim? Our immediate aim, not our only aim. Our immediate aim will be to crack prelims of CSE 2026. So let us see what things that need to be completed. These are the things that need to be done to crack prelims. Every static subject, along with that you have to do previous year questions, along with that you need to give certain tests, along with that you need to complete current affairs, isn't? So our plan includes all of these. What is the methodology that we follow? We will set some weekly targets. I'm reminding you, we'll have daily targets, but we will focus more on weekly targets because, in my opinion, any subject should be given enough time. So, if you're giving certain time for a single subject, you can complete it meaningfully and also peacefully without any stress. You'll understand it once we look at the weekly plan. Active recall on 4th and 7th day, as we have already seen, and there is some thing called self monitoring here. So how does this thing works out? Look, every day in the morning I'll release a video which includes about 5 to 10 minutes of duration. So what does it tell? Whether the previous day targets are completed and what are the next day targets. First point. Okay. Second, we'll be revising some important areas. What do you mean by revising important areas? It is not like explaining the things, but suppose there is a topic which consists of 40 pages. You cannot completely give your whole day to read one single topic, right? So we will discuss certain things, how to complete in less time any topic, okay? And most importantly, you have to be accountable and transparent to each other. What do you mean by transparent? Look, for example, in a given day, you have a target of reading 8 hours, but you have only read 1 hour, or you did not read at all. Okay, so don't worry, it happens to every aspirant. You just be accountable and transparent that I have not read enough today. I did not read for complete 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours. I did not read, this particular portion. It's okay. Whenever you realize it, you start, getting back to the original schedule and try to complete the pending works as soon as possible. Okay, but I'm telling you, there should be no zero productive day. Okay, there should not be a day like I have not read anything. No, there is no excuse for this. At least you read something in a given day. Now let us see how our plan works out. We will discuss in 2 steps. In the step 1, we will see how in a month syllabus should be scheduled, and we will see in our step 2 regarding weekly plan. Okay. For example, in the month of January, you need to complete polity, you need to complete geography, and you need to complete economics. Along with these three static subjects, you need to do monthly magazines of July, August, September of 2025 and complete the PYQs from 2016 to 2022. Look, I'm just giving you outline here. In this video only, I'll explain how to do PYQs and how to read and how to complete magazines. Okay, don't worry, you'll find it shortly. Next, in the month of February, complete history and complete environment. Geography will be revisited here. Okay, and monthly magazines of 3 months should be completed, and PYQs of 3 years should be completed by the end of February. Okay, next, in the March, we will be discussing budget. Along with that, economics will be revisited again, and we'll complete art and culture. I'm reminding you, art and culture is gaining prominence these days. So allocate enough time. In my opinion, not just 1 week. You have to read every day in the month of March, art and culture. You just revisit again and again, at least half an hour or 1 hour in a day. Okay. And science and tech should be completed. IR should be completed, and mapping of both IR and environment should be completed. Okay. And monthly magazines of 2 months is enough in this particular March month, and PVQ should be revised. We will see how in detail we have to do in a weekly plan. Okay. And I'm also here to talk about tests. What do you mean by subjective tests? For example, in a given month of January, you have done three subjects, right? Polity, economics, and geography. You have read, right? So make sure you do the subjective tests of polity. You complete the subjective tests of economics. You complete the subjective tests of geography. So this is you need to do it on your own. You can have tests of any institutes or PYQs, whatever you wanted to do. But make sure you complete that subjective test, because subjective test is something very important which can enhance your memory. Okay, and full length test will be starting from mid March, maybe around after March 20th. We'll be starting full length test. We will see in weekly plan. And regarding April month, in April month, we'll be by the end of March, we will be done with static portions completed, right? So we will revise all the subjects. We will allocate 4 days to every subject. Okay. And remember, whatever we read in April, it is like a revision only. It is not anything new that you're going to read in the month of April. Okay. Next, March is going to be very crucial month. 70% of our time you have to read static portion. Okay. And current affairs, I'll discuss how to read in the month of May. And you see, uh, coming to step 2, which is about our weekly plan. See, I just wanted to tell one thing, a disclaimer, like you can follow the same plan or you can modify your own plan according to the subjective choice. Okay. But the fundamental plan remains same. What do you mean by fundamental plan? What do you mean by this? In any given month, you have to read three static subjects completely, 6 years PYQs completely, 3 to 4 months of current affairs, daily 1 hour CSAT. So these thing you cannot escape in any given month. Got it? Now let's start our own plan. See, this is a weekly plan. In the month of January, we'll be having around 30 to 31 days, right? So we have to complete three static subjects, right? So we will divide our month into three parts. First part, second part, and third part. From 1 to 10, you can read polity and complete it. From 11 to 20, read geography and complete. From 21 to 30, read economics and complete it. Okay. Along with this, from 1 to 10, you have to read the current affairs of July. Look, I'm here to tell you some trick. Try to read current affairs magazine of any institute of your own choice. You try to complete it in 2 days, the first 2 days. Then later remaining 8 days, you have to revise it slowly. Don't be like I'll divide the current affairs topic into 10 days. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You try to complete in 2 days just by reading superficially. And the next 8 days, you have to revisit again and again. Okay, I have read this, I have read this, so let us see more about it. So if you follow this method, it will be very easy to cover the entire monthly magazine in a given time. Got it? So like that. And PYQs from January 1 to 10, make sure you complete 2016 and 2017 PYQs. What do you mean by PYQ completion? It is not just attempting the paper. Okay, you take a PYQ Xerox, and then you start attempting it without looking at the answers in 1.5 hour to 2 hour, and then you correct it, and then you make note of the mistakes that you have done. Along with the mistakes that you have done, make sure you understand the language of UPSC. What do you mean by language of UPSC? For example, if there are any extreme words, how the question is going to be done, right or wrong? If there are some positive words, what is the answer, right or wrong? You have to look into such aspects. Okay, you have to revisit them again and again to remember such things. Okay, so PYQ completion is a holistic thing. You have to do it, in a 100% manner. So this is how the month of January looks like. Okay, I'm keeping it here. You just take the screenshot. Okay, now let us see the month of February. Before that, you see, daily 1 hour CSAT has to be done, and subjective tests have to be completed. This is how PYQ should be done. Got it? Identify the pattern of questions, why a question is being given in a specific way, and how the answer is being given for that type of specific one. Okay, we will discuss in our future videos, slowly, like what things to look in PYQs, etc. Now, february february month plan will be like this. You take a screenshot. I'll explain. Okay, done. Now, in the month of February, again, three static subjects. So, three parts. In the first part, modern history, along with themes 1, 2, 3. Themes, NCRTs will be there. You have to complete them. Those are of much importance. Okay. And 11 to 20, ancient and medieval plus modern will be revisited here. And environment will be done here. And geography will be revisited here. Okay. You have to complete the PYQs 2020 to 2023, and here 24, 25. So by the end of February, you will be done with PYQs. Okay. At least one time you will be revising them, right? So this will be a major advantage for you if you have followed this method. Okay. Current affairs you have to complete. So by the end of February, you will be done with 2025 current affairs mostly. Okay. From June or July, whatever it is. And CSAT and subjective test will be same. Now, March month plan. So take a screenshot. Okay. So March month plan will be, you see, you complete science and tech and mapping of both IR and environment. Okay. And 11 to 12 IR will be done, and 21 to 30 economics will be revisited, and budget will be done. Along with that, environment will be revisited again. Got it? Current affairs you will be doing, and FLTs you will start. Okay. So when to start FLT? Look, my suggestion is ideal time to start FLT is when you complete at least 80% of the static portions of every subject. You can start giving FLTs. Okay, because when you start giving FLTs, when you complete 80% of the static portion, 60 to 70% of the questions will be known to you, isn't it? In any given FLT, so that will be a boosting parameter. Next, PYQs revision will be done and CSAT will be done. Got it? Now, April is one important month. Here, we'll be having 30 to 31 days, right? So, we will divide our entire month into 7 to 8 parts. So, every 4 days, one static subject will be completed. And after every 4 days, one full length text will be completed. So, by the end of April, you will be done with at least 7 to 8 full length tests also. Okay. Along with that, CSAT PYQs will be done from 2025 to 2017. So why is there necessary to complete CSAT PYQs also? Yes, absolutely. Particularly recent years CSAT papers, at least 2025 to 2021 you need to complete, because you see the repetition of models of the questions. That can be a major benefit factor. Every year a lot of students are being failed in CSAT. though they are being qualified in GS paper 1. So don't ignore CSAT PYQs also. Okay. Now, current affairs you need to revise. Okay. Next, order of the subjects to revise in the month of April. You can have your own plan, but ideally start with modern history and end with science and tech and IR, so that it can give a boost to May month preparation. Got it? Now, next, in the month of May, extremely important month. Before telling anything, let me tell you this: be confident and be happy when you enter May. Why? Because there is nothing like you are being idle for 4 months, right? You have read something and you have allocated enough time. You're being disciplined, you're being responsible for the exam. So have confidence on yourself. Be happy, be positive. There is no person in the entire world who is like, I have completed the entire syllabus. No, everybody will be left with some or other parts, and that's there is nothing wrong in it. So be confident and be happy. If there is some 10 to 20% of syllabus left, it's okay. You can still crack the exam. And we'll divide May month into two parts, from May 1 to May 14 and from May 15 to May 23. From May 1 to May 14, 2 days will be given for every subject. Remember one thing, do not read new topics in this month. Try to revise the old topics, whatever you have read for 4 months. Try to revise them again and again. 70% of your time should be given for static portions only. Okay. And we will, once you complete one subject, you will have FLTs. Okay. And at least minimum 2 CSAT tests will be done. And most important point for the month of May, current affairs. Okay. This phobia will be there in each and every aspirant. Do not allocate much time for current affairs in the month of May. Okay. Don't pressure yourself in memorizing everything, whatever you read in the newspaper or whatever you read in the PTs or whatever it is. You try to give some meaningful time, at least 2 hours a day is enough for current affairs. 1 to 2 hours a day is enough for current affairs. You just read superficially and you just revise normally. You know why you're doing this? Just to gain some confidence that I did not leave current affairs. Okay, don't spend much time here. I'm repeating again. 70% of your May month time should be given to static subjects only. Next, from 15 to 23, we will start with history and we will end with history. Okay, because history is such a subject where you need to memorize more, remember more things. Got it? So that's why we will allocate some enough plan for this. I think my sincere suggestion is, plan this particular portion same. I mean, like, don't try to change this particular portion. You try to follow the same plan. Okay. Now, everyday afternoon session CSAT should be done. What do you mean by everyday afternoon session? See, ideally we'll be writing from 2:30 to 4:30, right? Exam. So you try to write the same timings only. Whatever you're writing test, you try to do in the same time only, so that your brain will be accommodated and modified to that particular pattern. And read current affairs or the particular day subject before sleeping. Why? It gives you some confidence that I'm not leaving the current affairs part. Okay, you can sleep peacefully. That's it. Okay. And most important, in the last week of examination, most important point is random seeing of mistakes of PYQs. So whatever PYQs that you have done in the months of January, February, March, I'm pretty sure you should have made notes of it, right? So whatever you have noted, you try to revise them. What mistakes I have done, what type of questions I have made mistakes. If you try to see them on the day of prelims exam, you will recollect it automatically. Okay, this particular type of question you need to be very careful. So that's the whole point. Okay. And syllabus will be left in every subject, at least 10 to 20% for every aspirant. So don't think much, just be confident, trust your process, believe yourself. Trust me, May 24 2020 26 is our day. All the best. And please try to follow the schedule. Our Telegram channel will be UPSC Plan DKV. So you can find there whatever notifications or whatever things that we are going to discuss in future. Thank you. Have a nice day.